Okay, I'm in front of a Hayward IDL2. It's a H-series IDL2 series heater. Where they first started using this circuit board on this heater. And the problem was the heater isn't lighting. Other techs have already been out here and they said the flame sensor was not working. And that's not correct. I know right away that's not correct because when the heater fires up, it never ignites. If it's a flame sensor, which is this little module right there that sticks in there that senses flame, if it was that, the heater would be igniting and then shutting off, but that's not happening. So it could be a bad igniter, which is that little gadget right there, and that's what heats up, and then when gas goes through the orifices and into the burner, that will ignite the gas. So this heater, here's some clues, y'all. Cobwebs. See the cobwebs? See all the cobwebs? So for whatever reason, it's like the spiders, you know, they understand how a heater works. This orifice right here, which I pulled out of right here, they build cobwebs inside these orifices. They go through that little port right there, and just that little blockage of gas can stop the flow of gas into that burner, and then it will not ignite. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I typically do if I'm not getting ignition, but it's going through the rest of the safety circuit. By the way, disregard all this rust. I'm going to write that up also. But I pull these and I clean these out because that little bit of cobweb will stop the gas from igniting and make this heater fail. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see how it works. Okay, cleaned all the gas orifices out. They all had some cobwebs in them, but these two are the ones that are typically keep you from igniting. They all should be cleaned out. But the way this system works, guys, if you get to the point where the gas valve opens, every other part of the safety circuit is good. So now we need to identify, okay, we're getting the gas valve to open, so we got pressure, we got flow, we got our high limits are good, all that stuff is good, but we're just not igniting. So if we're not igniting, the issue has to do with the igniter. That's pretty easy to just logic your way through that. If you are lighting, but it doesn't stay lit, the issue is with the flame sensor. What happens is the system sends a micro signal, and the micro signal will travel through the actual ground part, the metal parts of the heater, and then it passes through the flame, because flame will conduct electricity, and that macro signal is then picked up by the flame sensor. If you don't have a good enough flame, your signal will be interrupted, so it will turn the heater right back off, typically a second or two after it first ignites. That signal passes through the board. The board says, hey, everything's good, everything's satisfied, every part of the safety circuit is working, so we're going to let the heater run. If that signal is not good, it will shut it down, so if there is an issue with the heater, it doesn't let it run. So guys, you really need to understand the safety circuit. You need to understand where the power dies, the problem lies, or where the series dies. Whatever step you got to, you're good prior to that. But if the heater will not work after that, after a certain point, like we were getting flame, initially we weren't even lighting, but it's because we weren't getting gas through this orifice to ignite when it hit the hot igniter. Then we got it where it was igniting, but it wouldn't stay lit, so we satisfied all the way to this point. The last thing is flame sensor. Clean these cobwebs out of this orifice, and now we had good flame going from the burner to the igniter, which sticks up inside of here. The signal was passing through. The heater is satisfied. The heater's now running. Maybe you can see the flame in there, but it's really important that you understand how heaters work. Don't just come out here and just start working on them unless you got somebody you can reach out to, and don't just start selling parts to a client that doesn't need to be buying parts just because you didn't really check everything and you didn't make sure the safety circuit was satisfied and you end up charging people with parts that they shouldn't have to pay for. Now, this heater has issues. We can see all the rust, we can see all the corrosion. It doesn't have much life on it, but it doesn't matter. This person was given a false diagnosis, a bad diagnosis, and luckily they called me before they come out here. And somebody threw a flame sensor on here. Oh my gosh, it still doesn't work. Oh, let's try the board. Okay, let's try this board. Next thing you know, they got all new parts in their heater and it still doesn't work. All because a spider decided to build its web under the igniter and under the flame sensor.